How's it, gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to Life Force for the NES. Jeez, the demo play starts off really quickly, doesn't it? Yeah, this is Life Force, a kind of spin-off of the Gradius series. Oh, okay, it's just gonna keep going? Alright, let's just whatever. This is a Konami game, so of course, up, up, down, down, left to right, left to right. Yeah, we start with 30 lives. And we might need it, probably not that many. But yeah, this is a spin-off to Gradius. In Japan, it is known as Salamander. And when it was released in North America, for some reason, they changed the name to Life Force, and they changed a couple things too. In the Japanese version, they didn't have this Gradius-style power-up system that we're used to, with the things at the bottom. Now I got missile, and you can get more speed and options and that sort of thing. But in Japan, they were like, oh, we really like that. It works really well for this. So they decided when they were making the Famicom home console version that they introduced the Life Force ideas that the North American version brought. So I thought that was pretty cool to hear that they were like, oh wow, the North American version made some good changes and we're going to kind of adopt that into our version now. But yeah, why they changed the name, no idea. The North American version also added a story, which I guess the Japanese version didn't. The NES version, like we don't have a story in this one. You didn't get to see the story at the beginning. There's no story. Just the arcade version, which is a shame, but it's like, whatever. The Bacterions or whatever are attacking and you gotta fly a spaceship and blow them up. I do like how this is a two-player game, though. Two-player simultaneous, which is why the little power-up thing at the bottom is very small compared to Gradius. But yeah, so my whole thing on this is, in North America, I'm fairly certain, at least I did, I always felt that this was Gradius 2. And it's very much not. I didn't learn that until the PSP age, where they started releasing like the Gradius and Salamander collections on the PSP, but no, Gradius 2, known, I think, in Japan as, like, Nemesis 2, is a completely different game, and also a completely different game from another game also called Gradius 2 Gopher's Ambition, which came out in North America as Vulcan Venture, and Konami, name your friggin' games properly. I have no idea what it is about this franchise, and Konami not being able to name them properly, basically. It's very, very weird. I believe Gradius 2, also known as Nemesis 2, got an arcade version only, and didn't get a home console version, I think. I'm not sure on that. And Gradius 2, Gopher's Ambition, got a Famicom release in Japan, but not a North American release, which is why I think I always thought this was basically Gradius 2, when it is, of course, instead a spin-off series. Goodness gracious. I don't know why they had that problem. Imagine if Contra was that bad. I mean, I guess you got Operation C, and in Europe you got Probotector, and oh god, it is that complicated. Konami, name your crap. Goodness. So ridiculous. But yeah, I think this is a, oh jeez. Careful. Okay. I find this game to be harder than Gradius 1, anyways. Gradius 1 we played on the channel, quite a few years ago now, and we ended up I was gonna say one-quartering it, but this is not an arcade game. We beat it without dying, basically. And I find it a fairly easy shoot-'em-up, all things considered. I find this one much, much more difficult. Excuse me, there's always a lot more on the screen, and it's very easy to die. Mind you, like every other Gradius game, once you get the force field and it allows you to take a couple hits, the game gets a billion times easier. Avoid his weird arms until his eye opens at the beginning. Very Goma from Legend of Zelda. What is nice about this game, I do really appreciate, this is my least favorite part about Gradius games, is when you die in this game, geez, you spawn right there, just like you do in most arcade games. In the Gradius games, you start over at a checkpoint, and oh, it's so frustrating. Also, you can go vertically in this game. Yeah, that's cool. That was the big draw. In the arcade version, it didn't have a black screen. It actually, like, showed you changing angles. I'm like, that's really neat. But yeah, if you die in this game, you start right where you left off. Now, mind you, you do have to get all your power-ups again, but it's a lot more feasible. And at least with the Konami code giving me 30 lives, there's no way we're not going to beat this game, obviously. There's no way we're going to get a game over. I do tend to die a couple times in this, but I don't find it as difficult to get your power-ups back. We finally got our two options. The next thing I'm going for is the force field. Like I said, it allows you to take a few hits, as long as you're not, like, running into a wall. And that's the only reason I can, like, beat these games is because the force field is an option. Once you get the force field, You kind of get enough of these red pods to get your menu thing, your power-up menu, back up to where force field is. That way, the second the force field drops, you can bring it right back up again. It's really my only real tip for Gradius games. Ooh, that's some slowdowns. That's a lot of stuff on screen for the NES game, though. You can explode these volcanoes, though. There we go. Very cool. This is definitely not a game I played a lot. I played Gradius 1 and Gradius 3 a lot more when I was a kid. I always found this one to be very difficult. Though I say that, but Gradius 3 is absolutely bonkers. But, you know, I had access to that one. I had a cousin who had it. So we just played that one a lot. This is not one I had until I started collecting. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, that sucks. I thought I exploded you. Now I'm slow, but at least you... damn it. You start with, like, a speed-up option right away. So I tend to want 2 speed-ups. We're actually doing okay here, but I would really like some red pods, whatever you want to call them, the power-up icons. This is a bad place to be slow, too. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, that was a bad place to die. That's okay. Like I said, we'll be fine. To be honest, the worst part, though, is the bosses. Your power-up laser is so incredibly strong that bosses can go, can go in seconds compared to this, like, little pea shooter that is very slow if you do the auto-firing. So you kind of have to hammer the button a little bit. At least the laser, if you get it twice, it just goes really fast. You can just explode bosses. Alright, give me something. There we go, a little bit more speed. This tends to be where I like it, though there are some high-speed areas where if you have the ability to, it's not the worst thing to go up 1 more speed, but chances are you weren't concentrating on that or expecting it, so just make sure you get your power up, because that's important, man. There are sometimes some pods in... There we go, exactly. Wow, it's like it read my mind. Missiles, there we go. Doesn't do anything to the stuff here, unfortunately, but it will take out the things on the side here, which is very important. Thankfully, they just die in 1 hit for the most part. Oh, we got a little mini-boss. Very much like a breaking through into the core kind of thing, like Gradius 1. I don't really know why they ended up doing a spin-off series to Gradius. Like, why Salamander exists, like, I don't know why that wasn't just Gradius 2. I really don't get it. But I've never really followed the Gradius games too closely. They're fun, but they're definitely not, like, my favorite spaceship shoot-'em-up. R-Type's okay. Raiden's okay as well. I like ones made by Cave. They're a really good company. Donpachi. I've mentioned them quite a few times on the channel. We played one last year or the year before, Solar Striker? No, that was a Game Boy game. Darn it, what was it? Oh, well, we played it because someone won the Question of the Day draw, and it was really fun. Sorcerer Striker, that's what it was. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I like those types of games. Ones that are closer to, like, bullet hells, without being crazy bullet hells. Though I obviously love the Toho series, too. I've only played Gradius 5, like, once. That was way back when, like, you could rent PS2 games. Now it's extremely rare. But I've just heard that that's just an incredible Gradius game, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. I remember being excited for R-Type Final. I was in college when that came out. This was the last R-Type game, and obviously nothing is ever the last anything in video games and pop culture. Because they released R-Type Final 2, like, a few years ago, and I think they've already announced R-Type Final 3. So, there we go, second level down. There are 6 levels. 2 vertical, 2 horizontal, or sorry, 3 vertical, 3 horizontal. This is probably my least favorite stage in the game, and it's the fire level. I really don't like how they do it. I don't know, it's very, like, unless you already know what's gonna happen, it's too easy to just suddenly die. Though the animation's very cool for the NES, like, that looks really neat. But I think that's probably the hardest level in the game. Mind your own business, and, suddenly fire will just come right at you from the bottom or top. Like kind of a ring. You'll see what I mean. Come on. Should be soonish. No, a dragon. It's the titular salamander. No, it's not. There is an actual salamander, though. Which I assume is the titular salamander. So I'm not sure. I thought there was... there we go. There it is. As soon as you see, like, the kind of bubble near the top or the bottom, it's gonna shoot out. And those rings will shoot out either once or 3 times. Never twice, never 4 times. Oh geez, that was really close. God. This is the level where just being in the wrong place but not knowing you're in the wrong place can just screw you over. Things will pop up from everywhere. Now this game is actually pretty good at not having enemies spawn. Jeez, that was close. Not having spawn, I'm sorry, I'm all flustered now. This game is pretty good at not having enemies just spawn behind you. So usually it's very good to just be in the back or in the bottom, for example. This level is just aggravating because you never know when anything's going to happen. Thankfully, it's not a super long level. Mind you, none of the levels are really that long. Thank goodness for those blue pods that destroy everything on screen. I think I got a flashing pod earlier. I believe that's a life. I'm not 100% sure. We're actually doing okay for lives. We're at 31, which means we actually gained lives since we've started, so... I've only died twice, I think? Yeah, I died once. I died immediately. There we go. We're getting everything back, at least. One option down. Oh, gosh. Oh, my jeez. There's another one. Okay. The secondary weapon that you get is the Ripple. We're not getting it. Obviously, the laser is like almost always better in these early Gradius games. In Gradius 1, it was the double shot, where you had a straightforward shot and then like a diagonal upward shot, which was cool for certain areas. In this, the Ripple is just like wider, and I'm just like, I just like the laser beam, because the laser just goes through enemies like a friggin' hot knife through butter. That's just way better. I'd rather have that attack power. There we go, we made it. Wow, I cannot believe I didn't die. The boss itself is fairly easy. None of the bosses are difficult in this game. None of them, none of them, none of them. Come at me, bro. What is it gonna be after a big thing of dragons and fire? Oh, it's a big fire dragon. Oh, just the head. Oh, no, there's the body. Can I shoot it? It's very simple. Like, that, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong, the bosses are a lot better than they were in the first Gradius game, where they were just the same guy over and over and over again. And then the last boss was like, I'm a brain! Oh, I died. In this, at least there technically is a last boss, even though it's still not very difficult. Music's fun too. Very Konami, obviously. There we go, the force field. Now I can take a couple hits. And I think we're probably good. I might die once or twice more, obviously, but like I said, getting your stuff back to normal is fairly easy compared to like the later Gradius games. And you definitely want to be somewhat powered up for this one, because now you see the enemies are starting to shoot a lot more. My lasers can't deflect those weird blobby things. Ugh. And I don't like the whole organic feel to everything. Everything's biological. Ugh. Like friggin' there's red blood cells at some of the enemies. I just hate that type of thing. Contra does a good job too, because it's like very Geiger-esque horror and stuff like that. I guess this is the kind of same thing. Oh, here we go. High speed, right, left. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I pulled that off. Okay, yeah, I should have gone to the left instead. That's okay. For the most part, stay a little bit above the bottom. That way, if you need to, you can kind of lean back a little bit, but that was very, very close. But if you die here, like I said, you spawn right where you're right where you are. But the problem is you will die again and again and again if you die once in a high-speed area, because you just don't have the ability to get your speed back up. Gradius 3 is bad for that. There's a specific level that is entirely too fast, with closing and opening doors that you don't know are going to happen. And if you die, you start that area over again with 0 speed. You're like, so you got a game over. I don't care if you have 99 lives, you're game over, man. It's ridiculous. These things are fairly simple. That was all of them. If they're there for too long, they start shooting some stuff. This is a fairly easy level, even with that high speed thing. Stay in the back. So those weird, like, tendrils, I guess? I don't know. Don't get you. Enemy shots don't really aim for you very well, I find. There we go. Nice and wow! I'm surprised it's not hurting me. Your hitbox is very small, I guess, in this. It's fine by me. Jeez, how is that not killing me? Goodness. Oh yeah, these guys. Just shoot them. Once they grow their tendrils, they become vulnerable, pretty much. Yeah, so this is the gross level. Ooh, careful. There we go. We're doing great. We're doing quite good. Lost time, I think. Nope, not yet. There we go. Now I've got my force field back. So as soon as I lose my force field, my power-up icon's already on the force field. Oh, this is a cool area. The friggin' rib cage and the spine and stuff like that. Pretty much nothing here can be destroyed with my lasers, so you can pretty much just, like, stand there without shooting. Pretty easy. They fall to the ground, they split into two. It's very simple. The lasers will never hit you from here, so don't even worry about them. Interesting little area, though. Careful. Jeez, there we go. We're doing great. Very nice. And here is a really cool-looking boss, but we got lasers, so he'll last 4 seconds. I think that was less than 4 seconds. Yeah. I feel bad for the bosses. Like, let's make a cool boss design. It's like, okay, but they're gonna die immediately. Obviously, I like it when you grow in power and stuff in these types of games, but if the power is so great that you're just destroying bosses like that, but if you don't have any power-ups and the bosses take too long, then you've made your stuff too, like, there's too much of a difference between all your weaponry and stuff. I don't know. I like games like Ikaruga and whatnot, like where there's not really a difference in your power all that much. It's really just about smart use of your weaponry. Oh, these things cannot be destroyed. Fun. They're animated very neatly, though. Like, just like trying to almost be 3D, like they're rolling. Reminds me of something from Solstice for some reason. I don't know why. This is definitely a very traditional Gradius style level, the mountains and stuff. Feels very Gradius 1. Careful. Ooh, that was close. I do not like when they go behind. So you have no defenses whatsoever. You cannot shoot behind you at all. In later Gradius games, actually in Gradius 3, for example, you can one of the shots you can get is a shot that goes behind you and in front of you. Now, obviously, that's very, very specific. Like, it's a niche thing. It's only for very specific scenarios. It's not really useful. Nice one up. Yeah, we're doing great for lives. Even without the Konami code, is what I meant. But yeah, you're really gonna have that shot. Anyways, you know, like this is one of the very few moments in the game where there's someone behind you. And you guys are gone. They try again? I don't know, I'm just gonna stay here just in case. No, they're not coming back. We got stalactites. Jeez. Ooh. Doing good. Doing really good, actually. Pretty happy with this playthrough so far. There we go. It's kind of funny because the Konami code in the original Gradius and in Gradius 3, hello, enemies from Gradius 1, and you got the Gradius 1 boss music too. The Konami code you use in the middle of your game, and it powers up your ship to full. In this, it gives you 30 lives, and I think the 30 live code works a lot better for this game, just because of the fact that you don't, you don't start over at like a checkpoint. You start right off the bat. While in Gradius, because you have that whole checkpoint thing, and you go back in the level a little bit, having a power-up code makes way more sense. I think you could only use it once per stage, or game over, or was it life? I doubt it was life. But it's pretty cool. It was a good idea. Careful here. This is the hard one right here. Your hitbox is a lot smaller than you'd think, thankfully. So, mind you don't want to play around with that. Sometimes it's a little awkward, but it's nice that you can do it like that. So, there's a ton of power pods if you do need them. We're gonna get our force field back, or like the menu back to the force field. It did drop. We needed to use it. I didn't want to be caught without it. Careful. also don't want to get too close to the front of the screen either. Obviously, I mean, that's very simple in spaceship games. Unless you already know what's going to happen and there's like an area where, I don't know, like a door is going to close on you, which does happen in some Gradius games. Ah, damn, we went a full round. I want more red pods. Okay, 3 more, please. 3 more, and then no more. Oh, there's 2 more. 1 more. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now I've got the force field set in case I need to use it again. We should be at the boss pretty soon. This is a weird boss. Not because the boss itself is weird, but it takes forever for the boss fight to start. We are there, and it's an Egyptian pyramid, so obviously it's going to be, of course, it's like a pharaoh kind of head. So the background just falls apart. Careful, because these rocks will hurt you. The bricks will hurt you. Now we just kind of wait it out. This just takes forever. It's very annoying. Imagine dying here and being sent to a checkpoint. Thankfully, no checkpoints in this game. Love that. Oh, goodness. I mean, it's a cool effect. Don't get me wrong. It looks really neat, but it takes forever for this to go on. I want to fight the boss, please. Fight me. There we go. Very cool effect, though. But it, like, doesn't do anything. Oh, no. A small shot. Oh, actually, quite a few small shots. Still. The slowdown really helps. I still can't believe this much stuff can happen on an NES screen. This is great. Then there we go. Dead. That would have been so difficult with no laser. Goodness. Last level. We're there. In outer space. So, I'm trying to recall this from memory. I'm not going to say names or anything, because I don't remember. The bad guys have stolen something from the good guys, like some like space brain or something, and your job is to go rescue it, I think. But you'll see what I mean when we get to the last boss. You'll see what it kind of is, and oof, lots of shots here. I love laser. Lasers follow you too as you go, so it definitely helps out. Goodness. I love the weird little flamethrowers. It's so weird. Those aren't walls, by the way. It's just kind of constellations, I guess, or something like that. So you can't actually go in that kind of dark space there. Jeez, oh goodness. See, how would you do this without your speed power-up? This is crazy. Oh, geez. Wow, I lost that force field fast. I need to get it reset. Oh, yeah, man, we're doing good for lives. Oh, I ran right into that. Oh, no. Oh, last level, and we're slow as hell. Now we got our speed back, actually, so that's good. Missiles. Yeah, probably should use it. Yep, definitely right here. Jeez. Yeah, it sucked. Thankfully, I got my speed right away. You start with a speed power-up. Like, you start with a power-up already in the speed section, so you can use it right away to get your speed up, and then I immediately get a second one, so... It's really now just my firepower, which sucks because I think this is the Maui head level too. It has to be, yeah, because we haven't seen them yet. Thank you. That was really close. I will, should I get second missiles? I should probably forego them and just get the laser beam, I think. If there are more power-ups, I hope so anyways. This would suck. We're in the Maui section now. Yeah, crap. I don't think we're going to get more power-ups. But I don't want to use the missile just in case there is, because it would be Ripple. I mean, Ripple will still be way better than what I got right now. This sucks. This really blows. Oh, gosh. Really, the only thing I can do is just dodge and weave and hope. I mean, I could literally die 35 times. It would be fine, because I have that many lives. So I can't really complain here. There we go. So I can destroy them, obviously, but it takes a lot of shots with my little pea shooter. Gosh. Oh, I was going to say the music was fading out there. So we're just at the last boss, which sucks because we're at the lowest we can be in terms of firepower. I mean, we got the missiles, but they're not really going to help us all that much. The last boss is not difficult, though. Even without the laser, it'll just mean it'll last a little bit longer. Goodness, goodness. Ah. Wow, wow, wow. Good, you're not gonna follow me? Okay, are we there? Yeah, we're there. Perfect. Okay. So this boss is kind of two things. You'll see this big circle. That's the thing I was talking about. That thing was like taken from us. And then there's the titular salamander that will be kind of writhing itself around it. You need to defeat the salamander and then defeat this weird heart orb, whatever it is. Even though it's out, I have no idea. Maybe it was corrupted or something. If you fail to defeat the big orb, you will restart at level 4. So anyways, get positioned right here. There is the salamander. And again, pretty easy. You just shoot straight downwards. Ooh! Sometimes it shoots a lot though. But if we die, who cares? It'll start right here. He doesn't take a whole lot of shots because it's hard to kind of hit him. There we go. Now shoot the core before it's impossible to do so. There we go. If you do not do that, like I said, you get transported back to level 4. It's brutal. But now, we've technically beaten the game, but you can still die here. That we have another high-speed section, but it doesn't matter if we die. I can put the controller down right now and lose all our lives, and we'll be fine. So. It's like a cool escape sequence, I guess, which makes sense. Okay. Just kind of weave left and right if need be. Oh no, so difficult. Oh. This actually reminds me of a level in Ikaruga. And I mean a lot of spaceship games. I have this, damn it. Well, now I'm super slow. I'm just gonna die a bunch. Oh, I can't believe I pulled that one off. Oh, I'm closed in on me. There we go, that was it. 3 deaths to just that. And there's the gross looking planet that also kind of looks like a sour ball. Boom. And we get an amazing ending in this game. Konami. That was it. That was the ending, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me. That was a lot of fun. I love spaceship shooters, and I really should play more of them on the channel, but I try to practice them a little bit so I get somewhat decently at them so that they're not, like, just really poor showings. But yeah, with that, thank you so much. I'm Fill the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.